Hi, it's Rob O'Malley on the O'Malley team here at Preferred Rate, and it's time for part 7 in our 10-part series entitled The 10 Realtor Laws Taught by the Core Training. I want to make sure I always remind folks that the realtors that teach these systems have to earn $1 million net taxable income and have over $1 million in the bank to qualify as coaches for the core. So they're definitely top producing professionals. And these are the systems they use to build their business. All right, so here we go. Realtor Law number 7, develop great builder relationships. I think there's really two ways to do this effectively. One is the top-down approach. Let's say it's a smaller builder and they're doing 10 to 20 spec homes at a time, maybe even up to 50. With that said, you can actually go after the contractor, builder, him or herself. You can actually go meet the individual that's in charge of creating these communities. More often than not, though, we see national builders. These are the ones in our area, and who you want to go after there typically is the regional sales manager. How do you find them? You can find him or her on LinkedIn almost every single time. Then there's also an industry organization called BIA Bay Area. That's Builders Industry Association Bay Area chapter. It's a super strong chapter. They're very active. Take a look at their Instagram page. You're going to find a lot of great content there. All right, so let's talk about the bottom-up approach. That's actually visiting the sales communities and meeting the sales agents, the sales managers and sales associates in the sales offices. They're you. They're often, think of them as on permanent floor time. They don't really get to go anywhere. They've got to stay in the office. So set up a weekly milk route. I like to call it a milk run on Fridays. That's typically the best time to visit a builder sales office because they're going to have their days off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, that's typically their Monday, and they're ramping up for the weekend, and you can usually get the folks in the office that you need to meet. Find out what their favorite coffee drink is. Bring them food. They're literally stuck in their sales offices, right? Most of the time, unless they're showing homes. So you want to create a relationship, get to know them, and think about handwritten notes. If you're visiting personally on Friday, bringing them something, some food or a beverage, getting to know them, talking about what's going to hit for the weekend, call them on Monday and do a follow-up. You do a follow-up on Monday with a phone call, look for the opportunities to help. And then send thank you cards. It's old school, but super impactful. And it really shows that you care about them, you remembered meeting them, and you want to get to know them better. The goal here obviously would be the person that they go to when a buyer comes in over the weekend or any time and they have a home to sell. You want to be the individual that sales office calls to be the listing agent to help them sell their home. All right, let's talk about geographic farms. It's not a new idea, but when it comes to builders, you can really apply this and be effective. By, let's say the community is just about to be sold out. Start a geographic farm on that community. It could be anywhere from 65 to 200 homes, depending on the size of the community. Typically, no one started farming to them yet when they're brand new communities. Or once they've recently sold out, definitely an opportunity. And if you bought one of those new homes, you need to be the individual, the professional, the pillar in that community that is the go-to for everyone that lives there. The reality is, a statistical reality is homes will sell immediately after they're bought in new construction communities. Life just happens. I've seen it happen. I've been a new construction lender many years. It's always surprising to see someone who just closed escrow on a new construction home and sell it within the first year. Job changes, marital changes, or maybe a death in the family. Just stuff happens. With that said, you also need to farm your own home, your own geographical area. Whether you bought in that new community or not, wherever you live needs to be the place that you also are the professional. Our Director of Business Development, Alex Coons, has already got a full 12-month templated geographic farm ready to execute for you. One way I like to see this started out is just to start with an evidence of success where you talk about a successful sale that you've recently had in that given community. Once we get that on a postcard for you, it's wonderful collateral to leave in the sales offices. We can put it on flyers when you're visiting these realtors just to say, boom, I'm an agent, I just sold a property here or in the surrounding area, just to edify your success. Once you've got these templates built out, keep in mind, it takes 8 months to a year to see a return on investment. So don't get discouraged if we don't get a deal immediately, but I want you to know that we're here to help you grow your businesses, your marketing efforts, give you these tools that are proven success tactics. Reach out to us for anything. Rob O'Malley, Preferred Rate, 925-418-3956. Me and my Director of Business Development, Alex Coons, are here to help you build your business.